Dit is de Shabir Show met Shabir Burhani.
Assalamu alaikum, you all, peace be upon you. Welcome to the Shabir Show. Today we will talk about the protests in Iran. Are those so-called protests really spontaneous? And was it really because of the death of Mahsa Amini, the woman who died presumably in police custody? The media said that she was mistreated, that's why she died. But today I have seen certain footage of CCTV camera that actually she collapsed because of internal stress or something else. It was not because she was mistreated. We could not see that on the video. I think what's happening in Iran has more to do with Iranian government, which has provided suicide drones to Russia, which they will utilize in Ukraine, in the Ukrainian conflict. I think that's the real reason why they want a regime change in Iran. And maybe soon there will also be external military intervention, just like in other Muslim countries recently in the last decades. It is clear that Israel and America are not so fond of Iranian regime. The Iran deal, nuclear deal, doesn't really go smoothly by the Biden administration. They are fed up with the situation, and because the Shabir Show is unbiased, we are neutral. The analysis that I make is purely based on facts. I'm not pro or anti any population. I want also freedom in the whole Muslim world. Yesterday I had criticism also on the Iranian regime, but today when I see certain evidences in a video of Mahsa Amini, and it is not like how in the Western media it was portrayed, then I should be honest to also bring that out and to also clarify, like a Syrian girl also said on Twitter, that those so-called protests are not really spontaneous. Maybe the population is fed up with the situation, inflation and all that, but it is also like instigated by external actors who are actually against, especially those drones which were provided to Russia to use in Ukraine, because this happened at the same time, and that cannot be a coincidence. So let's look to those evidences. Like I said in Twitter, it seems the so-called spontaneous protests in Iran have more to do with the drones provided to Russia to use it in Ukraine than the death of Mahsa Amini. And this is also said by Syrian girl. Mahsa Amini died in custody of a heart attack. Iranian police released the CCTV footage of her collapse. She was a 22-year-old woman. What a coincidence that she died after Russia started using Iran's suicide drones in Ukraine, and Iran joined the SCO. The Zionists were not happy about that, so they used this, I think, as a pretext, as an excuse to cause this chaos. As you can see, it is the same woman that we saw her picture in videos on BBC and CNN. She collapses like out of no reason. It looks like a natural heart attack. And then they bring her to ambulance, and she died on their way to the hospital, I think. So I didn't see any police hitting her or mistreating her, to be honest. Maybe it has happened before that. Maybe they give her an injection or something. I don't know. But pure based on what I see here, I see that maybe she was in stress, or she had a heart condition, or maybe she had vaccination. I don't know. She collapses. How can you say based on this that she died because she was violently hit by the police? Maybe because she was in custody because of fear and anxiety and depression and stress, negative emotions. Maybe that has caused her heart attack. That could be true, but it is not that she's physically assaulted, to be honest. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you all. Let's see what will happen next. And I also find it strange that certain Afghans, like Ofran Badakhshani in Holland, they don't consider themselves Afghan, and they look down upon the majority of the Afghan population, the Pashtuns, while at the same time wanting power in Afghanistan with the help of foreigners. And if they cannot achieve that, then they are prepared to destroy our country. They are even happy when terrorist attacks happen in mosques, whereby innocent bystanders on streets or worshippers are killed. They cheer because of that. That shows that these people, NRF idiots, and they're crazy. They're just like Daesh, dogs of hellfire. They're like, they have the same mentality as those Khawarij Takfiris. They rejoice when believers are killed, when mosques, places of worship are attacked, just because they hate Islam and the real Afghan population. They don't want Afghanistan to be rebuilt. Either it is their way or the highway. Either they want dictatorship, they want, as a minority, they want power in Afghanistan with the help of NATO or Russia or any other superpower, so-called. And if that cannot be achieved, then these agents, these proxies, these traitors, they destroy our country. And they themselves don't consider themselves Afghans. So what the hell are you doing in Afghanistan? They are being deported from Tajikistan. Iran doesn't want them. So that whole fantasy story of big Khorasan Tajik empire doesn't happen. They don't want you. They see you as second-hand citizens, second class. Even the Hazara Shia in Iran are used as slaves. The same in Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Pakistan, neighboring countries. So if you want to consider Afghanistan as your home, then behave as a good Muslim, good human being, become a real Afghan, be loyal, don't be a traitor, don't be a terrorist sympathizer, stop with hate mongering and causing war in our beloved country. I love Kabul. I love Kabul. I love Kabul. What a beautiful country. I am proud of my country. Da Afghanistan, da Afghanistan. Okay, this was the latest update from the Shabir show. My analysis of the situation on the ground in Asia. Now we go back to my studio. See you next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is the Shabir show at Shabir Burhani.